y'all been? It's Unique and I'm back with another video. So today I wanted to come and bring you guys a LGBT related video because it's been a minute since the last time that I posted one of these on my channel. If you haven't checked out my last video, it is an LGBT terminology video, very informative about our community as it relates to sexual orientation. If that's something that you're interested in, then definitely check the description box down below. So I wanted to come on and just give y'all a little update about what it has been like for me dating as a person who identifies as bisexual. All in all, I'm unique. Love is love. I love who I love. Okay, just a little backstory. I didn't always feel this way in which I do feel and how I orientate now since I have been dating. Initially, I would identify as a person who was heterosexual. It wasn't until I was in my early 20s until I explored beyond that and I found that I do have an attraction to same gender as well as the same sex as me. So for me, I'll be interested in men who also identify as heterosexual, or I would date women who either identify as lesbian or bisexual. I haven't explored other bi women actually. I've only dated lesbians, but I would be open to dating bi women as well. For me, I would say it was definitely challenging, especially at the very beginning of me coming into exploring this side of the community, as it's not anything that I really experienced before as an adult. I did have a few experiences with other girls coming up as a child as well as a teenager. For me, I didn't have any pivotal feelings within myself that would move me to identify as a bisexual as a child or a teenager growing up. Also because it was frowned upon in my religion that I grew up in as well as my family structure. It wasn't anything that was accepted in the household and it was always deemed as sinful to be that way. So I can say that coming into it as an adult, it was difficult for me, but I can say that I would so much have rather experienced it as a grown-up rather than experiencing it as a child. The challenges that I did face, I probably wouldn't have had the mental capacity or the emotional capacity to be able to handle it. And when I say that, it's because there is so much stigma around being a bisexual person, and there's so many stereotypes and preconceived notions about who it is that we are, what it is that we get into, what it is that we are like. I feel it most especially from people that's already within the LGBT community. It's not for everybody, but I can say it's a great majority of people within the LGBT community that imposes this stigma against us, and it just makes it challenging for us to be who it is that we are and accept who it is that we are wholeheartedly, because there's so much negativity around who it is that we are and what it is that we like. Like I said before, I only have dated lesbian women. So usually when I'm dating a lesbian woman or getting to know one, even if we're just fucking around, they already have an idea about what it is that I am about before they even get to know me. So I've noticed that there is a lack of trust. A lot of times I felt bullied and teased a little bit, and they probably didn't mean it seriously. It probably was just their past experiences that they projected onto me. But I would say that it really would put a wedge in what it was that we have, because I didn't feel as if that person accepted me in the totality of who I was and everything that came with me. It was like they only liked certain parts of me, and other parts that they didn't find favorable, they would always make a mention to it and just be very negative and toxic about it. And I could be in a place where I come in with a clean slate. I didn't do any of the stereotypes that they thought that bi people do. I never did that to them, but being that they experience things as well as how some people speak about bi people in the LGBT community, they've already made up in their mind what it is that I was about, what I got into, and different things like that. I always just long to be able to come in to a relationship or a dating experience for who it is that I am, without being judged about what it is that I get into, what it is that I like, what it is that I'm not. And I don't like to be forced to fit into a box of what can be understood by other people best on paper, because I feel as if we are all multi-dimensional in our own way, and a lot of times things are not just that black and white. And I think that's what I enjoy truly about being bisexual, is because it's not that black and white. It is a spectrum. It's only as complicated as we make it, just because we do have an openness to love the same gender as well as gender that's opposite of us. I think that that should be looked up upon. Each person is an individual. They set their standards and their restrictions and their boundaries for themselves. I don't appreciate having to be restricted or be bound to the ideals of what other people feel like is right based on their own judgment, believing that I am wrong. It's definitely been an interesting journey of being bisexual and being in the LGBT community. We get it from both sides. We get it from the heterosexuals, and we get it from some of the people that's in our community as well. I'm not trying to overgeneralize and make it seem like every single person hates on bi people or anything like that. I'm just speaking from my own personal experiences and letting you guys know what the experience has been like for me. I just can only be who it is that I am, and not let the judgment or the opinions of others sway what it is that I feel true to me, that's in my heart. And if you so happen to be a bisexual person out there, don't beat yourself up about that. If that is what you like, if that's what you get into, that's who you are, then be that. It's okay. Don't feel bad if you embody a stereotype that's generally placed on bisexual people. Just embrace it, know that's who you are, and be truthful about that. It's so important to be open, honest, and transparent when you are dating, and also be that with yourself. We're all still learning here. I'm definitely still learning. I feel like there's so many things that I don't know, but I did want to just come on and share with you guys what my experience has been like as a bi person, just a general overview of what it is that I've been through and what it is that I have felt on this experience. If y'all want me to do a more in-depth conversation about some of my experiences as a person who identifies as bisexual, then definitely let me know in the comment section down below. I really want you guys to feel as if you can connect with me, to learn more about me, who it is that I am, what it is that I stand for, and I think that these type of videos could definitely contribute to that. And it's definitely a dialogue and conversation that I do want to be open about and share on my channel, because it's who I am. So thank you so much to everyone who made it to this point of the video. If you did make it to this point, definitely put a red heart emoji in the comment section down below, because love is love. If you enjoy this type of content, definitely consider giving it a big thumbs up, as well as consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this, amongst a host of other things, because y'all know I'm an everything girl. This is a lifestyle channel, so you'll see a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Turn your post notifications on if you haven't already. That way you can always be on the up and up as to the next time that I post another video. So thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye, Journey.